The engine is starting up. 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? G-Man's here. Welcome back to the channel, and the devs have responded, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, if you want to see the full notes, you can hop over on the Discord, or you can come on G-Man's channel, because you already know the community tab is the news tab. I post infinite things here constantly. Beautiful pictures that you... What are we doing today, guys? So basically, yesterday, the devs have released that little interview thing on their Discord where they asked the developers a few questions. Who's asking these questions? Come on. Some of the questions are great, needed to be asked. Some of them we could have done without, but it was a great interview. So shout out to darn, I wish I knew the guy who did the interview. Oh my gosh. Hop in the Discord. Yo, respects to you. Make sure you drop a comment down below so your credit is due, yo. The Discord will be pinned down below. Now, I'm not going to go over everything because it's a lot. So you can go on the page and read it. I split it up into 2 parts here. But then I also, while reading it, I did a few screenshots, clipped some stuff that I thought would be a little interesting. And we're gonna talk about those because there's a few interesting things here. Okay, so let's see. They asked the devs what they didn't like. Okay, so transferring mana to the allied co-op. This seemingly makes the whole economic system in combat pointless. Just bang bang, and then you're playing a Shamans and Cauldron, where opposed to a mono, they have just a lot of errors. Just watching the table, taking this or that unit out of the game. For example, they're talking about Shaman, okay? We are looking forward to the units giving emotions to the player. We would not like a unit to break the game with its sheer power. Therefore, we're looking at the statistics. We need statistics? Wait, we're going to talk about statistics. Statistics for all the stats, and then we decide whether there's some kind of issue with that unit. The Shaman brings out emotions. Yes, it does. It really does. But it isn't a surefire winning strategy. I don't know what game they're playing. I don't know what game they're playing. What? Yes, it is. If we're talking about the average player, when they see that card, it's a nightmare. It's a disaster. Obviously, nothing is a 100% sure win, but that's a good 80. Just one of them, yeah. Would we take the variety out of the game? No exclamation marks. If you hate Shaman, buckle up, okay? He's staying right there as is. Now, this is a typo, I was told, because it says it was a question about some updates, about cards not being used, and then Demon Hunter came up. And so this should actually be the Demon Hunter is going to be updated, and very soon. So for those of you that were bumping up your Demon Hunters back in the old co-op days, it was not in vain. It was not in vain, okay? Now, more stats, okay? I picked out the best parts, I think, out of the interview to show you guys. An interesting fact, every 100 to 150 points of difference between the amount of crit increases the chance of victory by about 1%. All else being equal, the rest is down to luck. Yeah, guys, comments, because they go read the full interview, because they read our comments, yo. They do, they are. Therefore, it's not particularly correct to wait every 5, 10, or even 100 to crit. Yeah, that's obvious. We're working with greater ranges like 500 to 1,000, exactly, which is what I've been trying to tell you guys, and you guys thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not even getting into it, and so on. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. So there's a little graph there. Okay, so there's a little let's see, of course, the units. Okay, now this part of the video they're talking about what units are really the strongest. Now, the general picture of units in the leagues is now looking like this, okay? It's looking like this. Let me just read this first before we go back to that picture. Oh my gosh. The red line is 50% winning rate. That is half the battles and in victory. Therefore, the lower a unit is located in relation to the line, the more frequently it is losing. Conversely, the higher it is, the more often it wins. Guys, tell me there isn't something wrong with this. Why is Robot all the way up here? Look, I'm seeing Robot, Bruiser, Meteor. Well, okay. Okay. It makes sense. I'll tell you why it makes sense. I'll tell you why it makes sense. Because this is also to proves my point that I've been screaming at you guys for ages. Meteor's down here, and these would be considered top deck contenders. But so little players have it in the database. These numbers are going to be what they are. So it might look crazy to me at my level saying like, whoa, Bruiser. Like these, you're looking at them crazy. Cultist makes sense. But these down here would make no sense. I'll do like a complete flip. I'll do a complete reverse. These two, Robot, Bruiser, Blade Dancer, would go down here. I wouldn't even move this. Oh yeah, I'd move this. I'd swap this with Blade with probably Boris. Put him a little higher. But it would be these two guys at the top. Tesla's not even on this. But it's just so little players playing it. It doesn't even make sense to add them to the graph because that's the small percentage that's playing those cards. That's what this is not saying. So when you see this, it's right. This is what the majority of players are playing right now on the ladder. So when you say, yo, what's the best deck in the game, and somebody tells you a Corsair or Meteor, like 15, 20, 100 people are playing that. 100,000 people are playing these decks, okay? So it's not that crazy, but I would love to see these stats. Now they have a next one. We're gonna talk about the wrap of this video, okay? Now here's what's happening. What is this? Oh, this is a 2-pick. This is a 2-pick. Okay. Now here's what's happening with players who have 2,000 more crit. For you crit lovers out there, suddenly the Meteor is edging ahead. So this is the thing right here. Now, suddenly the Meteor is edging ahead, even though it's still not being used very often. Okay. Also, the deck with the highest winning rate for all the recent periods is the one with Corsair. So now we're talking about, which makes more sense. We're talking about 2,000 and above right now. So of course, now we're going to start seeing those whale decks. And Corsair is right on top with an astonishing 78% win rate, okay? Of course, the games are also influenced by battles against opponents with weaker crit damage, so it would not be right to say that a 2,000 crit, you need to swap out all your units, okay? Yeah. And here's the graph. Here's the graph. So we got Blade Dance. Oh my gosh. Blade Dancer? We got Blade Dancer up top. Robot, Meteor, Boris, Inquisitor, and you got Corsair down there. But you can see these guys moving up. Yo, I need to see this because I don't understand how Blade Dancer is on top of this. Guys, if you want to see the full review, make sure you hop onto the Discord or hop into the community tab right now on the channel. Scroll over and you'll see it. It's a good read. That's going to be it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.